Madam Deputy Speaker, Mr Attlee set out to build his new Jerusalem, primarily as a fitting tribute to a generation of servicemen who fought, endured and suffered to keep this country safe from fascist tyranny. That heroic generation included Flight Lieutenant Douglas Adcock from Redhill, who flew ultra-high-risk missions for the Photographic Reconnaissance Squadron at RAF Benson. Tragically, though, Douglas never came home. On the 11th of August 1944, his aircraft failed to return from one of these missions, and some days later, his body washed up on the shore in Belgium, where he is buried today.
Madam Deputy Speaker, I would like to share a couple of particular stories of veterans from my own community and constituency. This weekend, I took my two daughters to their Carney library, which includes a fantastic museum on local history, including the story of Alexander Malcolm McNeill, who died on the first day of the Battle of the Somme on the 1st of July 1916. The second story I would like to share, Madam Deputy Speaker, is that of Norman Bonner. Norman lived in the Garvick area of Dunfermline and served throughout the early part of the war as a Spitfire pilot with the Photo Reconnaissance Unit. On the 4th of July, he was killed when the Wellington aircraft he was in was crashed. He was buried in Dunfermline Cemetery and posthumously awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross. I was pleased to recently meet with some of the team behind the restoration of Spitfire AA810, referred to by the Honourable Member earlier on, which was flown by Norman Bonner, and I hope to recognise those, we can recognise those efforts by having a specific memorial to the sacrifices of the Photo Reconnaissance Unit.
Madam Deputy Speaker, we are near unique as a nation in honouring the memory of all those who have fallen, those who have served and those who serve in the way that we do. It is to our credit as a country. There are still those groups that do feel forgotten. For example, as already spoken about today, the veterans of our nuclear tests, many still fighting for recognition for what they were asked to do and for what they endured many years on for their country. The Photographic Reconnaissance Unit of the RAF, again mentioned today, the unit with one of the highest attrition rates in World War II, but with still no national memorial. They must also be remembered in the coming days.
Several issues were raised today. First of all, from the Honourable Member of Reigate, Dyford and Mariner, Dunfermline, Dollar, Sutton and Cheam, was really a tribute to remember the brave pilots of the photography and reconnaissance units that did so much intelligence gathering during the Second World War. Without their work, it's quite simple, none of those operations would take place. And with one of the highest casualty rates, I think it was a 40% plus casualty rate of all of those in the skies, it's absolutely a tribute to move forward with a memorial, and I fully support that.